everyone, welcome back with Planning with Raven. Today we're going to actually start planning in July, so we're going to do our monthly overview for July and then also plan our first week of July. So I'm super excited to show you all what I have in store. This is kind of going to be a random one. The reason why is because I have this fun little kit here and there's not really much color coordination, I would say. We have a couple of options here, so I'm really excited to see what this is going to look like and how it's going to turn out. This week, my goal is to actually kind of fill up the page. So I'm going to use it for 2 weeks like I typically do, but I'm going to see how much I can fill out to make it super pretty and full for the first week, and whatever we have left over, we're going to use for the second week of July. So let's get that started. I'm a little bit behind. I'm typically ahead of the game, so I'm really going to be focusing on getting us back on track with being able to plan ahead. It's really, really important to be able to plan ahead, and that's what I strive on. And with me not having my layout for the whole July, it's really bugging me, so I'm going to make sure we get that going and get that squared away. So let's go ahead and start with our monthly overview page and get that going. So let's see what we have here. All right, so we have these two fun little sticker sheets. Let's see. 4th of July. 4th of July is right around the corner, you guys. It's so crazy how fast this year came, or how fast this year is going, rather. It's super scary, but just looking back, especially looking back at my planner, it makes me so happy to look at what I've accomplished and the trips I've taken this year. I always look back and see like what I've done for the year, and I've been really excited with some of the things that I've been doing, especially with being single now. It's been making a huge difference in some of the activities that I take play in these days. Alrighty, so a couple of things that we're going to be doing, some priorities that I have for July. One of my biggest one is reviewing my credit reports. That was a goal that I had in June, and I failed miserably at that. However, I will say I accomplished negotiating one bill. So I was able to negotiate my cable bill and get that $50 cheaper. So that was kind of exciting for me. So this month, I'm going to be transitioning another priority that I had, which was reviewing my credit report. That's something I did not do. My credit is really, really good. I really don't do much with my credit at this point, but I like to review it to maintain what I'm currently at. That way, if it is time for me to, I don't know, like what if I just decide to do an impulse decision and buy a car? I hope I don't do that, but if I do, I want to make sure that I have the credit to back it up. So we'll definitely be taking a look at my credit report and seeing some fun things that I can do to better myself there. No matter how great you're doing with your credit, you can always be doing better. So word of advice, make sure you stay on top of your credit report. It's really important to keep that up to date and do whatever financial decisions you need to do to get that where you would like it to be. Another goal that I have this month is to go on 4 hikes. So if you've been following my channel, you are aware that I, every single month, have a goal to work out. And as far as me achieving that goal, very funny. I haven't been real successful in achieving my working out. I did 2 to 3, I think it was 2 to 3 days a week is what I gave myself for the month of June. Well, that did not happen. However, I was speaking with one of my friends, and she did make a valid point that working out doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to the gym being physically active. I've been going on a lot of dates actually, and I do physical things like go bowling, which is, steps. I go dancing, like I went to Vegas last weekend and I went dancing for 5 hours. So I was on my feet for 5 hours moving, and I actually hit over 5,000 steps, believe it or not. So I'm not that upset with myself. So that was cool. And so this month, I am going to focus on hikes. I really, really enjoy going on hikes and viewing different waterfalls in the summers. So this month I'm actually going to be focusing on that. Let's see. So meditation. Meditate for 5 minutes a day. So when I do my monthly goals or my priorities, a couple of things that I focus on is the actual steps. So for example, review my credit report. I already know what that entails. Review my credit report, and based on my credit report, go from there, right? So just knowledge is power. So just pulling my report and seeing where I stand with a lot of different financial institutions will get me to where I would like to be. And then with going on 4 hikes, well, I know how to plan those. I just plan that with a friend. Hey, let's go on a hike this weekend and get that done. For meditate, 5 minutes a day. I had this as a goal for June, but I did not succeed in that. So I need to be very specific with myself when I set this as a goal for July. So meditate 5 minutes a day. So what that means is no social media. No interruptions, that's for sure. 5 minutes of silent thoughts. So I don't know about you all, but I have a huge, I don't know if it's a problem either, but I have a huge thing with always thinking 24 hours a day, except for when I'm sleeping, I can imagine unless I'm dreaming. But I am always going, my brain is always going, and it's just sometimes it can be overwhelming. So I kind of want to train myself to be able to just chill out, not think about anything, just enjoy 5 minutes of life every single day. So with me actually setting boundaries for myself, I should be able to achieve my goal or my priority really a little bit faster than I would if I didn't have actually broken down what I want to do. My only goal for this month is working on my YouTube channels. So basically what that means is, of course, doing this, my planning with Raven, this is my baby. I enjoy being able to share with you all of my goals and stuff when it comes to my YouTube channel, and being able to share with you all like what I do financially and how pretty you can make planning. That way you can, successfully get done what you want to get done, right? Well, I mentioned this in, I think, either one video or 2 videos back, that I just recently, like I went through a huge breakup. I was with my boyfriend for 5 years, so I had a huge financial distress. I had to move. I live by myself now, so I had to get rid of my dog, which is super, super sad, very sad. Like it was the best decision for her, but worst decision for me. So there's a lot of things that's been going on in my life, and a lot of women struggle with being able to get out of toxic relationships. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me a very long time to do that. So I'm planning another channel, and we kind of have a name for it. It's called Pump or Bump. It's called Pump Your Brakes with Raven. And in this channel, I'm going to talk about basically like where I am today and how I got there. Talk about my history. I'm going to go into details about some of the emotionally abuse that I suffered from. A lot of people don't know about this. And at this point in my life, I think I'm okay with where I am. And I'm also in a comfort state where I can discuss it with other people. So that's going to be coming up shortly, actually. I'm going to release my first video this week, so be on the lookout for that. And then planning with Raven. Of course, this is my baby. I enjoy doing financial videos and just being able to discuss my finances. And it's just, when you're able to write things down, it's just a comfort that you have to where you're satisfied with where your life is. You're like, I got this. I have a goal. It's written down. I think when people put things in their phone and in their calendars, like that's, it's good. It's there, whatever. But when you write it down, you're telling yourself, make sure you get this done. And so that's why I enjoy planning. And then my what did I accomplish? All right, so that would be at the end of the month. So this is what our monthly overview page looks like. Super exciting. I really plan on meeting my goals this month. I have it set in stone for myself to make sure I do what I need to do to get things done. So I'm excited to see what I'm able to accomplish. All right, so let's go ahead and go into our first week of July. All right, so let's start planning. Let's see. So here's our quote page for this month. Based on our colors, we could basically do anything because there's a lot of colors for the month of July from the kit that we have here. So I'm probably gonna do, let's see. Let's just throw this one on here. So actually lost my quote book somewhere, and then I found it. So luckily I did find it because now I'm able to use it again, which is super exciting for me because I love having weekly quotes because it just gives me like that motivation for the week. I'm like, okay, here's my quote for the week. All right, let's go. Let's get it. So that's super exciting. All right, let's go ahead and start doing this kit. Let's see what this is going to turn out. Alrighty, so here is our breakdown planner for the first week of July. I will be completely honest, I do have a bunch of colors on this page and it makes me so freaking happy. There was no theme. It was just a bunch of different options that we had available from the kit, and I actually enjoy the way that it turned out. So with this layout, we actually have quite a bit of leftover, so I will be able to use the remaining of this kit on the second week of July. You know, of course, our main priority is saving us money, so being able to use the rest of the stickers on our second week of July will make me so happy. That way, I have a little bit of yellow left over from June, so I'm going to use that as well, incorporate that in the third and fourth week of July. That way I kind of, you know, get the most bang for my buck, or most bang for my buck, and go ahead and finish using those kits. That way, while we're moving into August, we can start getting into like the more fall kind of theming, get out of the more bright colors, go into more like yellow, red, brown, like those type of colors. So yeah, so this is the first week of July. It turned out really pretty, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish everything, especially since this is the week that we're in right now, so I'm definitely behind. Anyway, I would like to say thank you everyone for tuning into this video, and thank you for tuning into my channel, Planning with Raven. As I mentioned, I'm going to have a new channel coming up that I think you all will like, especially females who are going through, you know, emotional abuse, or just needing, not necessarily just emotional abuse, but just needing an out of their current relationship. So we'll get into that in our next channel. Thank you for tuning in to Planning with Raven.